enjoy your food because there's a story, you know. I don't know if some of you may know it, but there's a story with Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna had a friend. His name was Sudama. Sudama was, when they were small, like Miguel, they were friends. So they were in the ashram, and the mother sent him to get firewood. But he gave Sudama, which is the friend of Lord Krishna, some food to eat for lunch in case they get hungry. So when they went to get the firewood, the rain started to fall. So they climbed up the tree, and Sudama was on the upper limb of the tree, and Krishna was at the bottom limb. So every time Krishna would hear something cracking, there's somebody eating, and he says, Sudama, are you eating? He said, no, I'm not eating. Right? He says, what is that noise? Oh, that's the rain making that noise. Meanwhile, he's eating all the food. Right? So he ate the food out, and later on, when they grew up, Sudama became very poor. He lived in a small hut, and Krishna became the king of Mathura, which is of India. And so what happened now is that after long years, and he suffered, one day he was so poor that his wife said, okay, why don't you go visit your friend Krishna and see if he can help you? So he went. He didn't want to go, but his wife wrapped some rice in a pod and gave it to him to take with him for Krishna. Right? So when he arrived at the palace, he looked like a beggar. So they were chasing him out, and then Krishna heard, and Krishna said, "Oh, no, come." And he comes and welcomes him because he wants his friend. He sees his friend again. So meanwhile, he was all in old clothes, torn clothes, and so on, because he walked very far to reach the palace. And so when Krishna saw him, he hugged him, and he brought him into the palace, and he washed his feet and everything. Lord Krishna washed his friend's feet, and he says, "Oh, I miss you. You know, we haven't eaten you so long," and so on. So she says, "Well, did you bring me anything?" He said, "No, I didn't bring it," because he felt bad because Krishna was such a king, and he can't give him this small amount of rice that he bought. So he hid the rice. He said, "No, I didn't bring you anything." So Krishna said, "I'm sure my sister-in-law must have sent me something." Right? So now he massaged him, Lord Krishna, and he fell asleep. While he fell asleep, Krishna went into the bundle and found the rice. So Lord Krishna took a little bit of the rice and puts it in his mouth, eats it. Right? And as soon as he ate it, the hut became a mansion. Right? And as soon as he ate some more, the whole mansion was furnished. Immediately. And so he was going to take more, and then his Radha stopped him. So the story shows that in his childhood, he took away the rice from Krishna. So he lost all the prosperity. That's why he became poor. And then when Krishna ate the rice back again, he got back what he wanted. Right? Because he had hid the rice from Krishna. So, and the same thing with your life. If you take one little bit of food and you give it to me, for example, and I have hundreds of people, who gets the blessing? Yes. So you cook some arroz con gandules, and you say, "Okay, Swami, have one food." Do you know the same thing can happen? Where Lord Krishna ate it, because somehow to feed a person who is spiritual helps. That's why in India, when somebody wants to have a baby, they will invite the Swamis, and they will feed the Swamis when they can't have children, and then the Swamis will bless them. and to have children, right? And in those days, the yogis, they didn't have nowhere to eat, so they would pass in the street. So quickly, somebody would say, come to my house, come have some food, right? Food is God. So how you treat your food is going to teach you how to treat your life. So if you enjoy every spoonful of food, enjoy it, you will enjoy your life the same. So practice with your food. Next time, look at the French fry more carefully, look at the baked potato more carefully, right? And say, what is this going to do for me? And I want to enjoy the taste. When you enjoy the taste, you're enjoying the person's feeling also, who cook it. Right. And if it's extra, yes, you give it away. Yeah. Yeah. So you give it to someone else or give it to something to eat. But don't waste the food. Right? That's why we suffer sometimes for food. And you can trace your own life. You'll see in the 9th year when you throw away all that clothes, now you're yearning for the new clothes and you can't find them. So it's very important, karma. Right? Remember, when you are running a 6 or a 9-day or a 9-month, things are harder. They try to block you. It tries to block you. It doesn't want you to get going on it. Notice when you go to a party, it's easy. There's no traffic. You go to a disco or you go to a bar or something like that, it's so easy, everything is so easy. But the minute you try to do something good, it gets difficult. So, remember now, it happens all the time, the universe works against you. This morning I was going to do a marriage for 2 people who add up to 9. And for some unknown reason I got sick this morning. It's amazing. Because I'm trying to change the karma. But the universe works against it. Because they're 9 and doesn't want to do it easily. They're number 9 marriage. So I'm trying to change it. So it's amazing. I got sick. And as soon as I started, I fight it, of course, just like I do for all of you. I try my best to fight the battles to get to you sometimes, because sometimes you can't get to me sometimes. And then I fight the battle, I fight it so that I can overcome it. Because you have to do that too. Your son is troubled, or your daughter is in some kind of trouble or so, or you think you have to fight it to get through the thing, get through them. Don't give in and say, oh well, I can't do anything, I'm sick. And so on. Fight it. Always battle the universe that works against you. Fight it, and so that it comes to you. Whenever you're doing something good, though, that happens. When you go to buy, if you're gambling in the lottery, and you pick the numbers and you don't play, it comes. It's amazing. Yeah, I got that number, look. But the minute you go to play now, the whole feeling turns. And now you end up playing the bad numbers. It's because the universe resists. Yeah, so bad things, it comes easily, but good things take a long time. So